Aloha. Let's talk about MIS in use case 1, YouTube and you. The case outlines the opportunity that the founders of YouTube took for an emerging technology trend in 2005, which was and still continues to be the declining costs of data storage and data transmission. YouTube was founded as a site for individuals to upload uh, videos, and I think just about everyone in this class has watched a video. Many students in this class have probably uploaded videos to YouTube. So the question is since you didn't pay for the privilege of uploading videos and sharing them with your friends, or watching movie clips, or people talking, or what have you, who's paying for all of this, and how is YouTube making any money? So YouTube was recognizing that particularly if you get large enough, the per unit cost of storing one more video file is very, very small. There's still some costs involved, and there's some significant infrastructure costs involved in putting YouTube together. But the per unit cost of storing and of transmitting one more video is almost zero. It's not quite, obviously, but there are business opportunities to be had because of this trend. So YouTube's founders recognized this and put together a site, and they started running a business storing people's videos, which 5 years prior would have been unheard of. But because of the way the technology trends are going, this was able to be made possible. And in a short period of time, between February of 2005 and October of 2006, they built up a company that attracted the attention of Google, and they were purchased for $1.65 billion. So the question is, here was a business opportunity. So how did they recognize this opportunity? How did they identify this trend with regards to information systems, declining costs of data storage and retrieval, and then they built a business on top of it. Now, today we can see lots of businesses built on top of these decreasing costs of data storage and retrieval that go beyond video sharing sites. Sites like Facebook wouldn't have been possible without this trend. Sites like Amazon.com really wouldn't have been possible without these trends, because they can scale it and get so large. And the secret is that per unit cost of storing one more file, of recording one more record, of downloading one more image is effectively free. So if you open up the iTunes store and you download a song, well, Apple has paid for the infrastructure to store and ultimately transmit music so people can download it to their computers or their iPods. But if one more person downloads that same song, how much did it cost Apple Computer Corporation? The answer is pretty much nothing. So Apple is getting a lot of profit on basically something that you just paid $1 for. So that's another business opportunity. So the question that I want you to consider in this case is, how can you identify, how did the founders of YouTube identify a business opportunity out of this technology, and how can you perhaps do so in the future? So in preparing for this class, you'll need to understand issues of information systems and how data are stored and transmitted in a basic sense across the web. You should probably look up some of the history of YouTube and explore how it was founded, why Google decided to purchase the company, what has happened since 2006. In the case, the statistic is given that, let's see, YouTube, they were users reviewing 100 million videos and uploading 65,000 new videos today. See if you can find out, go Google something like YouTube statistics, and see if you can find information on how many videos are being uploaded daily to YouTube currently, how many videos are being viewed on YouTube per day currently, and see if we can kind of track this growth of YouTube. So we'll talk about YouTube as a company, we'll talk about their growth, we'll look at their business model. How is YouTube making money? How were they financed initially? Are they making a profit? How much profit is YouTube paying off as an investment for Google? What are some concerns that people might have about this type of model? And as we talk about this, we can explore that these themes, as I've mentioned, relate to other companies such as iTunes with Apple. You can look at Flickr for online photo storage, or a variety of photo storage companies. As I've mentioned, Facebook, which is becoming increasingly a hub for storing people's videos and photos and text messages and things. They've got massive data stores there as well. So how are they making any money? What's the secret to all of this? How do you retain profitability? And the most important thing in looking at these trends across these multiple companies is, how do we take that next step? Are there any other business opportunities? And this may not be starting a new business, but how can you transform an existing business? How does the game change? How do the rules of competition change because of this new trend? So those are some things to think about. Read through the YouTube and You, MIS and Use case on page 11. Go to the back of the chapter on page 20. Look at the questions surrounding collaboration exercise and just kind of read through those. You don't need to do a write-up, but you should consider those questions and see how well you can answer them. So do that, and look through any of the relevant sections of the chapter that relate to this case. Look up any information online. There's some good videos on YouTube itself, incidentally, about the history of YouTube that may be helpful. And happy hunting, happy searching for information, and then we'll get together in class and we'll see if we can identify some of these trends and help each other learn some more. So I think this is going to be a really good experience for all of us, talking about a website that hopefully we're all familiar with, the good sides of it anyway, and we will see you in class. Mahalo.